You're standing at Target, you came for toothpaste, and somehow you're holding $87 worth of stuff you don't remember picking up. Or, you open your banking app, see $42 left, and your brain whispers, well, too late to fix it now. Or, you get a small raise and somehow the money disappears just as fast as before. Here's the crazy part. None of these patterns started with you. You inherited them. Not trauma talk, not therapy speak. I'm talking about actual, observable, psychological money behaviors passed down the same way you inherit eye color or height. And today, we're breaking down all 7 universal money patterns you inherited from your parents, whether you like it or not.
Hey, my name is Nick, and I spend way too much time thinking about how money shapes our brains. If you've ever wondered, why do I keep repeating the same financial mistakes even when I know better? Hit that subscribe button, because this video is going to make your entire childhood make sense. All right, let's get into it.
Here's what most people don't realize. The way your parents reacted in the last 5 days of every month, your brain absorbed that like a software update. If your parents said things like, we just need to make it to Friday, don't spend anything this week, we'll figure it out next month, your brain learned money is a cycle of survival, crash, survival, crash. This is why you save, then blow it. You plan, then self-sabotage. You pay bills late even when you have the money. It's not irresponsibility, it's programming. Psychologists call this predictive scarcity behavior. Your brain repeats the pattern because it expects the pattern.
If your parents ever said, put that back, we don't need it, that's a waste of money, we can't afford nice things. Guess what your adult brain does? Every time you try to spend on yourself, even on something reasonable, you feel a low-grade sense of guilt. Not enough to stop you, but enough to make you feel bad afterward. Here's the interesting part. This guilt has nothing to do with the price. You can feel guilty buying a $5 coffee and feel nothing buying a $300 gaming console, because the guilt isn't financial, it's emotional conditioning.
This one is huge for Americans. If your parents always bought cheap appliances, cheap clothes, cheap furniture, cheap cars, your brain internalized a rule. Cheap equals smart. Expensive equals bad. But here's the math. A $40 pair of shoes that lasts 6 months versus a $120 pair that lasts 3 years. Cheap saves you $80 up front, but costs you $200+ over time. This is called the cost of ownership trap. Your parents weren't wrong. They just didn't have the cash buffer to play the long game. So you inherited the habit without inheriting the reason. This one is brutal. If money conversations in your house sounded like, don't talk about bills, I can't deal with this right now, money just stresses me out, your brain made a connection. Money equals anxiety. This is why so many adults avoid looking at bank accounts, avoid opening mail, avoid budgeting, avoid financial conversations, avoid taxes until the last minute. Here's what's wild. A 2022 Capital One survey found 73% of Americans list money as their #1 source of stress, higher than work, relationships, or health. That stress didn't start at age 30. It started at age 7.
If your parents never talked about money, no budgeting, no saving lessons, no strategy, no explanations, no guidance, no transparency, your brain had one response. I guess money is something adults magically figure out. So now you feel behind, you feel confused, you feel lost, you feel embarrassed to ask basic questions. This is called financial shame conditioning. Not because you failed, but because nobody taught you. Think about it. Kids leave high school knowing the Pythagorean theorem, but not how a credit card works.
Pattern 6, the money hero complex. This one hits oldest children hard. If you watched your parents struggle, your brain internalized, I need to save everyone. So now you lend money you can't afford. You pay other people's bills. You feel responsible for your siblings. You feel guilty investing in yourself. You can't say no to family. This is a caretaker pattern, not a financial one. It feels noble, but it destroys your financial life. Here's the thing. You cannot rescue everyone and build wealth at the same time.
Pattern 7, the we don't deserve money belief. This is the most subconscious one. If you grew up hearing, people like us don't become rich,
Rich people are greedy. Money changes people. We're not that type of family. Your brain created a limit, not a logical limit, a subconscious one. Money starts feeling like something for other people, something you can't hold on to, something you sabotage, something you don't identify with. This is called identity-based financial behavior. Once money conflicts with identity, identity always wins.
Here's the part nobody talks about. You didn't choose your money patterns. You inherited them. And people try to fix them with discipline, motivation, New Year's resolutions, trying harder, budget apps. None of those work because you can't out-discipline subconscious programming. So the real question is, how do you fix patterns you didn't choose? Let me show you.
These are simple, boring, and extremely effective. Rule 1. Name the pattern. Psychologists say you can't change a pattern you can't see. So literally say it out loud. This is my mom's end-of-month panic pattern. This is my dad's cheap equals smart pattern. This is my family's guilt spending pattern. Naming does not equal blaming. Naming equals separating identity from behavior. Rule 2. Create a micro-contradiction. You don't need to fix everything. You need to introduce small contradictions. Examples: if you inherited panic, build a $300 mini buffer. If you inherited guilt, spend $10 guilt-free on yourself weekly. If you inherited cheap patterns, buy one high-quality item and track its lifespan. If you inherited avoidance, check your bank balance daily for 5 seconds. Small repetitions create new neural pathways, not big transformations. Rule 3. Replace identity. Instead of "I'm bad with money," use "I'm someone who learns money." Your identity is a thermostat. It decides how much money your brain will allow you to keep. Upgrade identity equals upgrade financial direction.
Here's what most people don't realize. You didn't inherit your financial ceiling. You inherited your financial starting point. Your parents gave you patterns, beliefs, instincts, rules, reactions, but they didn't give you your destiny. And once you see the programming, you get to rewrite the code, one small decision at a time. All right, if this helped you understand yourself even 1% better, hit that like button, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.